Good evening and welcome to this broadcast. I am your host, Dr. Daphne Clarke-Hudson. I am a spiritual healer. I am your why and soul purpose coach, consultant, and mentor. And for those of you who have been with me for any time, you know about my passion and zeal in serving others as well as empowering others and to help them shed the light on all of the dark places that each and every one of us so often find ourselves in. I'm very excited about the broadcast for today because I'll be speaking with you about an area which it took me a long time, extremely long time, to embrace that part of me and to know that it is something that I can honor and stand with my shoulders tall about that. So tonight, as I do this broadcast, I will be sharing with you ways to improve your spiritual health and well being. I invite you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you will not miss out on other very important content that I have created for you. And of course, I would be remiss if I not encourage you to please share it with your communities. Because we never know who is in need of something until we extend a hand to them. So, again, welcome, welcome, welcome. Relax, jot your notes down, take what resonates with you, examine the others, and see how you can implement the suggestions in your life. So, ways to improve your spiritual health and well being. For years, my focus and emphasis and commitment was around religion. And it was not until I became enlightened and awakened that I understand that religion was not my priority. However, I needed to research and focus on my spirituality and how it would allow me to serve individuals on a more succinct and broader scope. I'm sure you will agree with me that spirituality, elements of wellness can be the most personal piece of the puzzle when we are trying to place all 8 dimensions of wellness together. The truth is, people want to live a life of meaning, a life with purpose. And when these goals are met, it puts harmony in one's life as well as in the life of those that we are surrounding ourselves with. So, what can we do to improve our spiritual wellness, you may ask? It's best to figure out what techniques worked for you, since spiritual wellness involves one's values, beliefs, and purpose. It can be achieved in several ways, both physically and mentally. So, it is almost safe to say that as we look on the things that will work, it can be close to looking at our fingerprints because of the values and the morals that's included in there. So let me quickly guide you through some of the steps that has guided me to a more enhanced spiritual health and wellness. And as I share these points that are dear to me, it is my intention that you will find them fitting to include in your own life. Let's first look on the opportunity to explore our spiritual core. What does it mean to explore our spiritual core? It is simple, ladies and gentlemen. What that means is that we will take the time to simply ask ourselves questions, not surface questions, but questions which will allow us to dig deep and deeper and deeper into who we are. What kind of a person are we? What has meaning to us? Who I am? What's my purpose? What do I value most in life? These questions will lead you down the road where you will think more in depth about yourself and allow you to notice things about yourself that will help you to achieve fulfillment. There are so many people that's going around wandering aimlessly because they did not take the time to ask these very important questions. There are many people who are out here being copycats. There are many people who are out here and they do not know who they are. They do not know whose they are, and they do not know where they belong. So for that reason, they continue chasing the next trendy thing. When we are looking to improve our spiritual enlightenment, our spiritual health and well-being, we do not have any place for trendy things. The second point I would like to address is looking for a deeper meaning. Hey, Jen, looking for a deeper meaning. Looking for a deeper meaning in our life and analyzing what patterns is occurring. What patterns keep coming up and up and up. By doing this, it will help us to see what control things have over us and what control do we have over our destiny. Being aware of this can help us to achieve a happier and a healthier life. We cannot leave things by chance. Leaving things by chance allows us to become stagnant, allows us to be lazy and complacent. The next point I want to focus on is us getting it out, getting it out. You all know that I'm always saying journal, 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 journal. Write your thoughts down. Write it down, write it down, write it down. You don't need to be concentrating on proper English and grammar. Get it out in an authentic way. Expressing what's in your mind will help you to maintain a focused mind. After a long day or a significant event, you may feel confused. I can tell you from personal experience, before the pandemic, and I used to be doing live retreats in hotels. I used to run these 3 days retreat. And at the end of the retreat, I could never leave to go home. I always have to book an extra day or day and a half. I have gone to as much as book 2 extra days because I am on such a super high, and I got to get things in priority order. I have to process everything that took place in that retreat. I had to process each participant's experience. Not only would I have to process it, I would have to put them in order where they belong. How can I support these people going forward? So, once we document our feelings by writing our thoughts down, we will be able to think clearer and to move forward. Folks are not writing things down because they are afraid. Some are even ashamed of the experiences that they have gone through. However, you got to know that this is so important to do for yourselves. The next thing I want to encourage you to do is to practice yoga. And when I say yoga, I'm not recommending you to go for all the things that the gurus do. Go in your garden, lay in your hammock, sit on the bench in your garden, and just be still. So what? You can monitor what is going on with you. Yoga is a physical technique that can help improve our spiritual wellness by reducing emotional and physical strains on our mind and in our body. Yoga is taught at all different levels. Yoga also helps to lower stress, and it boosts our immune system. And what I love about yoga is that it helps to lower elevated blood pressure, as well as reduces anxiety, depression, fatigue, and even insomnia. So listen, guys, we don't always need to be popping pills. If we take these steps and to get into the habit of mindful living, if we get into the habit of improving our spiritual health and well-being, we are doing an overall benefit for our entire system. Another thing that I liked before the pandemic was travel. Boy, I used to love to travel. I used to tie in a vacation with a conference. I always say I'm going to use one stone and kill two birds. I would go a day or two before the conference begins, and I would stay 2 or 3 days after. That's when I unwind and have some fun. Traveling is true, and it takes time for ourselves. It shocks me when I am talking with someone that says, I have never, ever took a vacation. Can you imagine somebody over the age of 25 and has never took a vacation? What does that tell you? It tells you what are the things that folks put priority to. It is so important to travel and to take a vacation, especially when we are going to somewhere new. It gives us clarity of mind and thought. By traveling, it helps to give us a clear mind that helps us to prevent all of the distractions that is at home. And once we get rid of the distraction, it helps us to reflect on the well-needed rest that we wanted. And by tapping into the well-needed rest and relaxation, we are weeding out the stressors in our lives. We do not need to go overseas. There are many local opportunities for us to take vacation. Just get out of our regular environment. Go rent a cabin up in the mountains. Find out what is in your area, your state, or 2 or 3 states away from where you reside. What's there that can help you to work on your spiritual health and wellness? Get to understand what the different seasons are like in the different areas. Some people love the fall. I know when I was living in Connecticut, fall is the most beautiful season. People used to travel from Pennsylvania, even Delaware. People would take bus trips just to come up to Connecticut to see the fall foliage. So make it a part of your plan. If you are not doing it at the moment, please kindly put it on your plan for this year, 2022, that I am going to go on a vacation. If you need to get a spaghetti sauce jar or a coffee can to start, put your money in every day or every week, just put it in there. Why? Because that is a lot of the reason people say, I'm not going on vacation, I can't travel. But let me tell you, once you become committed to your improving your spiritual health and well-being, you will want to travel and have a vacation. I tell you, once you begin to do that, you are going to be wondering, who is that woman or who is that man that is looking back at you in the mirror? Ladies and gentlemen, you are not going to recognize who it is. You will be transformed before your very eyes. The next thing that we hear all the time is about think positive. And yes, it's not a new age thing. What we think about, we bring about. What we speak about, we manifest. So think positive. Think positively. Once you start viewing things in your life in a positive manner, you will find yourself thinking differently and refocusing your mind to a happy, healthy place. When you eliminate negativity, it helps you to reframe your entire being. Don't be afraid to stand up for your beliefs. Don't be afraid to stop people in their tracks when they come in your surroundings with their negativity. You got to call folks out. You got to stop them. Why? Improving your spiritual health and well-being is totally your responsibility. You are no longer permitted to blame your spouses, the government, society. You are no longer permitted to do that. You got to stand up for what you believe in. You got to speak out for what you believe in and what you will no longer support. We can no longer sit around and expect others to stand up for us. We got to take a stand for the things that we believe in. Ask yourself the question, what does that look like? Are you allowing folks to dump all of their negativity on you? Are you able to tell people, listen, I've listened to you for decades, manipulating me and dumping your beliefs on me. I no longer believe all of those things because you know what? I have done the work in me. I have been putting steps into place that is helping me to enhance my spiritual health and my spiritual well-being. Yes, I went with you on that religious roller coaster. And if it is still working for you, kudos to you. It's no longer working for me because I'm now enlightened. I understand what it means to go out and serve humankind, regardless of their culture, ethnicity, or sexual orientation. I can embrace them in brotherly and sisterly love because we are more alike than we are different. We are more alike than we are different. So ask yourself the question, what will happen when I stop seeing people as different and begin to see them as human? It takes enlightenment to be able to do that. It takes enlightenment to be able to do that. You got to do all of the healthy things. Devote some time to meditation. Again, meditating is not woo-woo, and meditating is not new age. I can tell you from personal experience, those that are looking for clarity, spend half an hour every day to meditate. It gives you clarity. It brings you answers. I agree with you, Daphne. Sometimes we need to be alone, vacation, so we can focus on ourselves. Exactly. And that's Jennifer from YouTube. Take quiet time, meditate. I am telling you guys, I'm not sharing anything with you that I'm not implementing or I have not implemented in my life. I was a religious junkie. I used to be in the greeters. I used to be in the choir. I used to be in the drama group. I used to be teaching the small groups. I used to do it all. But I was restricted. I did not understand the true meaning of spirituality. I did not understand the true meaning and the health that it brings into my life. And you know what? Now that I am out of the closet, I am not returning. Why? Why can I boldly make this claim? Because there are human souls out here that are drowning. I tell you, they are up to here in water. And it is my time to extend a hand to them to prevent them from drowning. So, if you are one of those individuals who is partially drowning, you don't know why you are here, you don't understand anything about spiritual enlightenment, you keep wandering around, allow me to extend a hand to you, a hand that will prevent you from drowning, a hand that will pull you up out of that pool and put you and place your feet on dry ground where you won't be sinking, but you will be evolving and you will be taking others with you. If that's you, I want you to text me or telephone me 203-885-5093. I am committed, unapologetically committing to you to take you by the hand and to prevent you from going down into any more dark places. Starting January the 15th, 2022, I will be conducting a 90 days intense program, including coaching, mentoring, consulting, and spiritual work. I invite you to reach out to me so that I can give you the information so that you can honor yourself by improving your spiritual health and well-being. You deserve it. Stop procrastinating. Start giving up on you. Do the work. Do the work. Because guess what? There are others. There are others out there who are waiting. They are waiting on us to prevent them from drowning. They are waiting on us to yank them out of that pool where they are about to drown. They are waiting on you and I to let them know that regardless of where they have been, now is their time. Now they can come on back. Nothing that they have done is so shameful that they cannot honor who they are called to be. It doesn't matter the road we travel. Each and every one of us has a purpose in life. Yes, even the drug dealer, even the prostitute, everybody has a purpose. They might not identify it yet, but they do have a purpose. And it probably will take you and I to point this out to them and to help them to turn their lives around and knowing that, yes, they too can make a difference. Again, I want to thank you guys for spending time and for listening to ways to improve your spiritual health and well-being. You deserve it. Do not deprive yourself from the abundance that you have. Utilize every aspect of your abundance. You are created for greatness. You are created for an abundant life. Stop putting limits onto your abundance. Do not put any limit on that which you are called to do. Pop the lid off and begin to excel. Again, I'm Dr. Daphne Clarke-Hudson. I'm a spiritual healer. I'm a why and soul purpose coach, consultant, and mentor. I invite you to be part of the 90-day program that I am offering. It will give you a lot more tools that will help you to improve your spiritual health and well-being. It will also give you tools to build your resilience, regardless of all the adversities that you have gone through. It will help you to tap into all of your greatness that's lying there. Again, thank you for joining me on this broadcast. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Stay blessed, everybody, and focus on building your spiritual health and well-being. See you next time. Bye.